So, the person I'd want to be in the future is someone who was never afraid to be herself. I want my daughter to always know that her mom was a strong and weak person, a provider as well as someone who depended on her other half. This world was created to reach the limitless, and the point to life is to live in a state of mental freedom, in which the cup is always half full as opposed to empty. Not only to feel it, but to express it as well. It's a pleasant chain reaction when a person can exude genuinely positive energy that is realistic and not ignorant of the harsh reality of life. Primal inclination strategy has been my compass till I came to a realization to just trust my gut. Since I was the age of 11, I knew I would work in the field of television. My mom would give the usual motherly response and agree with me. The idea of television was so strong, I made an actual dance video in the 80s with my camcorder, and I still remember how much fun I had making it. Time passed since then, and I was a junior in high school thinking I was going to become a teacher because I thought I was not as smart as my brothers, and regular people like me would just end up teaching. My dad was not easy to tune out either because he did single me out every time report cards came out and my grades were always the lowest. I hated that feeling, but it was also the motivation I needed to start working at the age of 15. Primal inclination sneaks up on me all over again, and this time it was the long lasting impact that I needed to end up where I am today in my life. Now, my parents, God bless them, had no idea how to nudge me in the direction I wanted to put myself in. The best thing my mother was able to do was support me when I decided to go for my first job at a Pollo Tropical, which I did not know was surrounded by television stations. And you know what? As I typed this, I realized the extra detail in my life which I had overlooked was that. Now, in my eyes, this strategy I would refer to as the avoiding the wrong path. Granted, this one is referred to as a rebellious strategy, meaning I would not have my mom's support. However, in my father's eyes, this was a rebellious move from my part because I was the eldest girl in a Hispanic American household. And he felt that if I was going to have a job while still in school, my grades would take a turn for the worst, which they didn't. They actually came up. Letting go of my past went hand in hand with the primal inclination, and this strategy came early on in my 20s, the moment when both of my parents, I had to put them in their place. I felt a sort of mental release after I did that. Seeing them as regular human beings allowed me to understand that both my parents had fears, and the only way they felt they would help us was by criticizing and build us into what they thought was the right image, the image in which society would accept us and in turn make us successful. This master's degree is just another tool I'm using to get to the next level in my lifetime and the next level in this material world, which has a high regard for people with this piece of paper. To open doors that a select few get done because education is a process which can be done if the person has the discipline to finish it. My plans for the next 3 weeks includes growing within, finishing this class with a good grade, and proving to myself it was possible to begin the journey along with helping my baby and her school. These don't seem like big challenges. In my eyes, they will prove a lot.